So, Matthew says, I grew up in a Catholic family where my mom taught me about God and faith, but I went through some hard times that pushed me away from God. I was bullied in school, and when I was 19, my dad committed suicide. At this point in my life, I did not trust God. I just felt angry towards him. I got a CDL to drive truck as a way of escape from my family and any reminders of what I'd been through. One day I was out on the road in Texas when everything that I had bottled up, pushed deep inside me, came out and I fell to pieces. I would say that this was the turning point in the beginning of my path back to God. I ended my job driving truck and eventually got a job at P&G. While I was working at P&G, I started looking for a dog. One of my coworkers helped me pick out a husky from a shelter. Having a dog come home to me every day helped me soften my heart and let go of some of my anger. Between having a dog and seeing a therapist, I was able to put an end to my panic attacks. At work, I met a guy named Rich Harvey. He would take me to work, talk to me at work about personal life stuff. I was really guarded at first, but eventually I began to open up to him. Rich gradually began mentioning things about faith in God. I blew him off at first, and he never pressured me or anything. He always said, well, it's okay. We began to have more conversations about God, and I tried going back to the Catholic Church, but it just felt like the same old thing every Sunday. Rich invited me to watch an online Bridgewater service with him one Sunday. I began building my faith on the foundation that my mother gave me when I was a child. I desired to have a close relationship with God. I'm so thankful for what Jesus did when he sacrificed himself on the cross for me. My sadness and my anger was beginning to fade away. But when my faith was put to the test, when I came home from work one night, I saw that the dog could not walk. I took her to the clinic where she died that night. At this point, it felt like history was repeating itself. I had two roads that I could go down. I could go down the road returning to hate and anger, or I could lean into my relationship with God. This time was different. I cried on my drive all the way home from the clinic, but I also felt the comfort of God that whole time. I reflected on everyone that God had used to bring me to this point in my life. My dog's love for me is just a picture of how Jesus loves me. Whenever I feel sadness, anger, or anxiety, I turn it over to God. I just need to love and trust Jesus. It was at this point my faith became very real to me. God knows what he's doing and what is best for me. He has proven that over and over again. Now I'm doing the best thing I can to live in obedience to God, knowing that he will guide me to do the right thing. God never gave up on me, just as Rich never gave up on talking to me about faith. He did not see me as a lost cause. Now I want to help others in the same way that Rich helped me.
Confession of your faith in our Lord and Savior, baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.